Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Far From Pro podcast. I am
back.
Your host, Evan Walsh, and with me is the man, the myth, Joseph Meyer. And
check out the shirt, bud.
I don't even
check
know how.
out the Florida Gators
I
drip
know.
already.
And let me tell you, Joseph, I've been here for 3-4 days. Easily already been the best 3-4 days of my life. I mean, you're talking the beach, we're golfing, hitting by the pool, doing we got. I mean, I know at some point I got to go to school and work and all that jazz. I understand. But for now, just let me enjoy my time. Let me enjoy.
You're already embracing it. And you said you don't have a chair.
But we got a bigger problem. No. And that is that. So that's where we run into problems. You see, the house isn't furnished, so I am currently standing right now. And so I'm just standing, and this sucks. I don't like standing. I'm not a standing podcast guy. This doesn't feel right. I don't like that I'm standing. I know you're not. I don't like this. I don't like the area I'm in, but you know what? We battle through adversity.
We will battle through
and that's
everything.
what we have to be done for the people of the Far From Pro.
Yeah.
Joseph, I don't even know how to start this. I don't even know how to get into this, but I think we have to go right into our hot or not.
Yeah.
I think
we have an anonymous hot here.
I think let's just say it on three. 1, 2, 3. Zach Wilson. Yes, 100%.
What? He's the definition of hot this week. It doesn't get hotter than hot. Right
So for those of you who don't know,
I think everybody knows.
Zach Wilson.
If somebody
had a
doesn't
weekend.
know this, like, where you been?
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh for maybe the one person in the world who hasn't heard it. Zach Wilson had broken up. Something had happened with him and his girlfriend. They broke up. His now ex-girlfriend got with his college roommate and best friend, who is a Washington Commanders receiver.
Tough.
There was a comment on an Instagram post. Yeah, very tough luck already. But there was a comment that she had made on an Instagram post that I don't know. I still don't know if it's real. You want to hope it is because it's kind of legendary. She had said that the reason they broke up basically was because he was sleeping with his best friend's mom. Okay. So, So here's my thing. Here's what I'm going to say about it. Like when you're younger and you make those jokes to your buddy, like, oh, your mom's hot. Like, oh, I'll bang your mom as a joke, right? Could you imagine your friend making that joke and then turning it out to be real?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Could you imagine? So I'm going to ask you, Joseph.
Yeah.
Do you think it's real? 100%.
I just think it's hard to say because it seems like a thing that a guy that's good looking like Zach Wilson might do. A lot of Utah moms are. Utah's got some good looking moms.
Your friend's mom though?
But here's the thing.
Your friend's mom?
It comes from the ex-girlfriend. That's why I don't believe it. I gotta hear it from the mom's.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. I think we need some validation. And plus, Zach Wilson hasn't even come out and said anything about it. Like,
yeah, he has. Do you see his Instagram
either
post?
way. No, what'd he say?
You see what he said? He didn't say anything about it. Let me pull it up here. He was like, been gone for a few days.
No.
Let's see, Zach Wilson. Let's see what he said.
This has got to be good. I didn't see this. I have no idea about this.
Took the boys to something club in Idaho before camp. Poor cell service. What did I miss? ? Like, as in, it was. He was like, oh, what did I miss? As in, like, he knows about the rumors. Not exactly addressing.
Zach, what a guy. What a fucking guy, dude. Oh, my God. He does not give a fuck. He doesn't care. He doesn't. He has no regard for his friend, no regard for anybody. He is just, you know what? I'm making $40 million. I'm an NFL quarterback. And yeah, I banged your mom. And you know what? I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. And I'll keep doing it. Because he is just an it's the most unbelievable, unheard of story happening in the NFL this offseason. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Now, does this help his MVP odds?
It's skyrocketed.
Gotta be.
Skyrocketed.
Got to be.
I might put $1,000 on Zach Wilson winning MVP. That is insane.
After having an offseason like that.
If he's not the MVP on the field, he's the MVP off the field.
He has been putting in the work this offseason, Evan. He has been putting in the work.
Getting bodies after bodies after bodies. I mean, he's just... All right, let's get off the Zach Wilson talk.
Did he go to BYU, bro?
I can't keep going.
Dude went to BYU, bro.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Well, you know what? You know what? To be quite frank, the whole thing... I'm speechless. I literally can't even come up with the words to be able to express how I feel about the situation.
We got to get the mom's best friend on the pod. Let's find this mom's best friend.
Oh my God!
Could you imagine the breaking news potential right there?
That's the best idea you've had since we started this podcast.
All right,
that is the best idea you've had.
Let's move on. What else you got? You got any other hots? I think that's got to just be hot. What else you got?
I actually have one more.
Right.
I have one more hot actually that I have to add. Cobra Tate.
Oh my God.
Is the best thing that's happened to the internet. So I understand the debates. He makes a lot of controversial.
That's for sure.
He says some things that definitely open some eyes and drop some jaws. That
say the
someone would
least.
even say that. He is the best thing that happened to the internet. Whether it's motivation, whether it's the truth, whether it's realistic. Do I agree with all the takes he says? No. Do I think he's hilarious? Do I think he doesn't give a fuck? Do I think he's a realist? Do I think that he is the best thing that has happened to the internet since the internet has been created? Yes. Yes, I do.
He does not have a TikTok
My
account.
hot for the week is Cobra Tate.
He does not have a TikTok account, and
But he took over TikTok.
Runs the For You page. Yeah. Do you think Cobra Tate and Zach Wilson would get along then?
No. No.
He wouldn't respect the play?
Cobra Tate can't get along with... Cobra Tate is not going to get along with many people.
But
Cobra
he's a top
Tate
G. He's a top G.
Yeah, he's a top G. What do you think about him, Joseph? Be honest with me. Give me your honest opinion on Andrew Tate.
I think he's just hilarious. I mean, I think it's an act. I honestly think it's an act. There's no way he believes everything he says, because the takes coming out of his mouth are so absurd. I think he plays it up quite a bit, but it is funny. It is funny.
I don't think it's fake. I'm very good at telling on the internet if something's fake or not. I don't think it's fake. I think he 100% believes that. I think he 100% truly, honestly believes everything he says. I just think he's that unbelievable. I truly do.
You got any knots for us?
No knots. Life's good right now, Joseph.
Okay.
I got no knots for anybody.
I have a knot, and we can kind of push this into the NBA talk here. The Phoenix Suns, the whole situation with DeAndre Ayton is just a mess. Okay, this dude, first of all, doesn't even want to be there. Second of all, just sign him if you're going to sign him. Third of all, you're running it back with the same team with a disgruntled Ayton, and you're paying him so much money, and he doesn't even want to be there. What are we doing? He was going to go to the Pacers. That's how down bad he was, bro. He wanted to go to the Pacers. What are we doing?
You want to know what I think he did? I think he said he wanted to go to the Pacers because he knew the Pacers would offer him a lot of money. And it was the largest offer sheet ever in NBA history. I think he went there because he knew if he was gonna get that offer from the Pacers, the Suns would have to match it, and he couldn't go any lower. Because remember, they didn't want to give him a max. They didn't want to give him a lot of money. He said, "All right, I'll go play for the Pacers then. You have to match this, or else I'm leaving." And they said,
So they
"God
didn't
damn it,
match it.
This guy wants $30 million a year, and he sucks. Damn it."
But they can't trade
And you know
him.
what? They're so dumb they did it.
I don't get it, dude.
They did it. They're so dumb.
He's not worth that, in my opinion.
I don't get it either.
If he wanted to be there,
I wouldn't even give him $20 million.
if he wanted to be there and wanted to make a push with his team and loved his city and loved his team, yeah, but he doesn't even want to be there. And you could have traded him like before this. You could have signed him last offseason and traded him. You could have. Now you can't trade him till January, so that's off the table. You got to run it back. Out goes the KD rumors. He's not going to the Suns. See ya. Like, what are we doing here?
No.
And
that's what I'm saying. I feel like this whole trip, it kind of builds onto the KD thing that we're going to talk about. Is like it literally like we'll get into it later. You continue though, Joseph.
I don't get it. I don't get it. With the players that are on the market and the money that you just gave DeAndre Ayton, you better hope that you win the title. I don't think the Suns are winning the title with this team. They couldn't get it done last year. And Chris Paul's getting older. DeAndre Ayton doesn't want to be there. And I wanted him.
They
to
did just sign D-Book.
Right.
I know, but they signed D-Book. They got CP3. They got.
I want drama, Evan.
Like I said,
I want Ayton to Brooklyn, and I want KD to Phoenix. I want drama. And this is boring.
You just want the chaos.
Yes,
you
that
just
is
want
what
the chaos.
Yes,
don't you?
that is what the NBA offseason is fun. Like that's why I love the NBA offseason because it's ridiculous. This is boring. He wants to he goes to the Pacers. They're like psych
chaos
back. Like, bruh. That it's just like re-signing him. I want him to go somewhere weird. I want to see DeAndre Ayton in a Pacers jersey.
I am the definition of crazy.
What's up?
I am the definition of crazy.
You are.
I am the complete definition of crazy. So I love the chaos. And I love the fact that you love the chaos, Joseph. But at the same time, don't you think that the Suns are better off with having a secure number 5, a secure big man like DeAndre Ayton on their roster?
Well, it's going to be the same team as last year. So if they can do it what they did last year, but a lot of other teams are getting better.
But there's an argument to be made there. The argument is that DeAndre Ayton he's a center, and they have Devin Booker, they have Chris Paul, they have Mikal Bridges, they have their base.
Basketball-wise, I think it makes sense basketball-wise. People-wise, that locker room, he already didn't want to be there. You're running it back with the same team. Now he's going to feel like, oh, they didn't actually want me. Because they're saving like $40 million by not signing him and letting the Pacers sign him and then being like, psych, I got you. So, whatever. Now, speaking of crazy, Evan.
I understand.
Speaking of crazy, bring Donovan to New York, baby. Do it.
Okay, so I'm glad we got into this. I'm actually really happy we got into this. I really am. I think Donovan Mitchell to New York is the only thing that needs to happen. I think he's not staying in Utah. If he stays in Utah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win 10 games. And
dude,
I think that
how about
I
us
genuinely
on the Utah
do
Jazz
believe.
takes? The Utah Jazz takes have been.
I know.
We called that rebuild
We're
from
on
the beginning.
fire, Joseph.
We said if they lose this series to the Mavericks,
Well,
total rebuild. Now you said Gobert was traded. I said Mitchell's traded. But
my question to you, Joseph, is what is the record of the Utah Jazz if Donovan Mitchell leaves?
Well, they got P-Bev, so probably a 7 seed maybe.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They might win 15 games.
They got P-Bev and Beasley.
Games.
They still got Jordan Clarkson. Hey, don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Oh my God, they're gonna suck. Anyway, I don't want to sit here and just.
Am I crazy
the
to
Jazz.
say, Evan? Am I crazy to say that they will have the same odds of winning the title last year as they do this year? Because last year it was 0%. That team did not.
No,
that was not a championship contending team.
No, Joseph. No, I don't think you understand how bad this Utah Jazz team is going to be.
Okay.
Like,
we'll see.
I don't think you process this team. Like, I don't think in your brain you're like looking at this roster and you're like, oh my God, they have a chance.
Tell me right now.
You know what I mean?
Tell me right now. We got P-Bev, Jordan Clarkson. Let's throw in RJ Barrett there. Maybe RJ Barrett goes to Utah. Never know. Maybe throw in like Obi
Mike
Toppin.
Conley.
Mike Conley. There you go.
Walker
Kessler.
Come on.
Walker Kessler, next Utah Jazz great.
Is Royce O'Neal still on that team?
I don't know, dude.
Royce O'Neal's got to be on there.
But for the
Knicks,
no one
cares. No
gotta
one
make
cares.
It happen. How about that? Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. It's a solid team. Not a championship team, but it's a lot better than what they have now.
Think about that. You got Randall, Mitchell, and Brunson. I'm not saying they're a championship team. I'm not saying they're going to go number 2 seed in the playoffs. I'm just saying it's something to look out for.
Don't be forgetting quickly out there, brother. Don't be forgetting quickly. Actually, he'd probably be part of
Mr. Hollywood.
He'd probably be part of the trade package, I'd have to guess.
Yeah, and also the mere fact that he's one of those guys that like is more worried about what he's wearing to the next fashion show versus the next like bucket he's gonna get. But that's neither here nor there. So we'll just move on from that. I guess.
Now the Jazz are being smart here because they're about to get like 10 picks for 2. They're technically you could say superstars, but not really. They're gonna get Kevin Durant level hauls for Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. They're going to be – who's going to have more picks, the Jazz or the Thunder? That's what we'll see. Our kids are going to be getting drafted. Our kids are going to get drafted by this team.
Yeah. What if one of our kids get drafted by one of these draft picks that get traded this year? That would be
it's not going to come from my lineage, that's for sure. It's not going to come from my genes, so that's all you.
Yeah, well, we've seen both of us. Let's just move on for things. We got a very, very fun thing that Joseph came up with that I 100% agree with. We are going to start every week picking a division in the NFL and giving our predictions about them and how we think we're going to do, give our records.
Yep.
And this week we're starting with the NFC North. Mm-hmm. We're starting with the NFC North. Joseph, I want you to start us off.
Let's go bottom to top, shall we? NFC North predictions.
Okay.
At my bottom, let's go back and forth because I want to see what you have here. I have the Chicago Bears coming in at 4-13. Bears are going to
you're being
suck
generous.
this
You're
year.
being very generous.
Generous? Oh.
Yeah, they're being generous. I'm giving them 2 wins this year. Here's my thing. Here's my thing with the Bears. And that's 2 wins if I don't know, week 18 against the Packers when Aaron Rodgers isn't even playing. So they just, they're just coasting, like a bye week. So, I mean, they are going to be bad rostered football team. I mean, they have no talent, terrible O-line, a second-year quarterback, no receivers, no running backs. Their defense sucks. I mean, they're going to be the worst team, one of the worst teams in football. No doubt about it.
I would agree there. I would 100% agree. Matt Eberflus, I don't know much about him. I wasn't shocked by the hire. Not
interested.
I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot here that I'm excited about. Justin Fields is going to have a worse offensive line. They just got they got N'Keal Harry yesterday. That's a garbage.
Yep.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What you think that's going to go save your team? N'Keal
Gave away
Harry?
Allen Robinson.
They
suck.
I don't know.
Suck. So stupid.
If Justin Fields plays the whole season, I have no idea. Who you got third? Who you got third?
No. So you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like who my third is.
I don't think a lot of people are gonna like this.
I'm going the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow, bud. What's the record?
Hear me out. I'm giving them 6 wins.
Oh, okay. 6?
Hear me out, Joseph. Hear me out.
Oh, this is gonna go crazy.
Let's look at the Minnesota roster in depth. Okay? You have an overpaid, over-talented, overrated quarterback. You have another okay offensive line. Now, the argument I've been hearing is, well, we got a new coach, blah, blah, blah. We got a new system. Look, cut the crap. Cut the shit. You are from Minnesota. I moved across the country because it sucks so bad. It sucks. The sports suck. And to be quite frank, you guys could go 17-0. It does not matter. You will lose by 1 billion points in a playoff game because we are from Minnesota.
Dude.
It's not
6 wins.
possible. Move on. If you're a Minnesota sports fan, move on. It's not happening.
They're gonna be worse than last year?
Than the Lions. They're going to be worse than the Lions.
You think they're going to be
year,
the Vikings are going to get worse last year after getting rid of the Mike Zimmer curse?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horrible take.
Mike Zimmer curse.
That's going to age so poorly.
What Mike Zimmer curse? What is the Mike Zimmer curse, Joseph?
The Mike Zimmer curse is the fact that the Vikings lose every game under him. They just lose for no reason when they should win.
But
the Vikings,
whoa. Before Mike Zimmer
last
got
6
there,
years, the Vikings should be a playoff team. The Vikings have a good enough roster to be a playoff team the last 6 years, and Mike Zimmer has held them back almost all of those years. Now, they had the year with Kevin Stefanski.
I disagree. I completely disagree. It's not. He got him all the way to an NFC Championship game. It wasn't his fault that a backup quarterback went and whooped his goddamn team's ass.
That was Kevin Stefanski that did that, not Mike Zimmer. That was Kevin Stefanski's offense that did that.
Look, I understand the argument. Mike Zimmer this, Mike Zimmer that. But the Vikings sucked before he got there. They were dog shit until they had AP. Congrats, you had one of the greatest running backs of all time, and you had Brett Favre, so your team was okay. And then you got raped by the goddamn Saints in the goddamn NFC Championship again.
Saints?
I understand the argument. I understand.
You're talking about way back.
Remember, like back when it was Brett Favre and
Yeah.
AP? Here's the deal. I understand the argument. And I understand Mike Zimmer this, Mike Zimmer that. It's a Minnesota thing. It's not a Mike Zimmer thing. Look at every other franchise. We are the state of hockey, and we don't have a Stanley Cup. We are the state of hockey. And we don't have a Stanley Cup.
Look at Joe's shirt. Look at Joe's shirt. No, we no more.
Yeah, you're right. You losers. You losers. I'm calling all my Minnesota friends. All of you are losers. You're idiots. You cheer for the stupidest teams. It's idiotic. You know they're not going to win. You know they're not going to get to Super Bowl. I could be on for hours. Just keep going.
You could go on forever. 6 wins is blasphemous. And that's going to age
wins. You watch
well when
watch,
the Minnesota
Joseph.
Vikings win the NFC North, because I'll give my Minnesota prediction. I think they're going 11-6. Not great, nothing crazy, nothing special. Oh, he's gone. But they are going to win the division at 11-6. It's going to be a really tight race with the Packers. The Minnesota Vikings are your 2022-2023. He just left the recording. I don't know if that was on accident or not, but Evan Walsh just left the recording. I don't even know if he can join back while we're recording. This guy. So yeah, I have the Vikings going 11-6, and he's back. Let's see what he has to say. They're going 11-6, and they're gonna win the division. But hey, Evan, are you back yet? Pal?
I'm here. Can you hear me, Joseph?
Wi-Fi over there in Florida is not the great. Oh, he's back.
Can you hear me? Joseph? I had to take a second to myself to process that bullshit that just came out of your mouth. Did you just say the Vikings were going to win the NFC North?
Yup.
Oh my god. I'm
don't know why
so
that's such a
glad.
good-
I'm so glad I missed
11-6
your whole
is-
explanation. I'm so glad I missed it.
All right.
You know what?
New coach.
That sucks.
New coach, good offense. We're putting it together this year.
All right, I'm going with the Detroit
11-6
Lions.
is nothing crazy,
I'm going
pal.
Detroit Lions at number 2 with 8 wins. Yep, better than the Vikings, because the Vikings are going to have 6. I'm going Detroit Lions at 8-9 this year. 8-9 for the Detroit Lions.
I am exactly. We're on the same page there. We are on the same page. I have the Detroit Lions going 8-9 as well.
I think
not ahead of the Vikings,
Lions
but they are going to go 8-9.
Okay, it's hard to say that considering how they were last year, but no doubt about it. I truly think there's something special brewing in Detroit. I absolutely love their coach. You like their coach, Dan Campbell?
Yeah.
He breathes
I love him.
football.
Breathes
Football.
Dan Campbell guy.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm 100% on Dan Campbell's side. I wish nothing but the best for the Detroit Lions this year. Nothing but
I think they're a year away from being a playoff team, but this is going to be a big improvement over last year. I agree.
And then I got the Packers.
Lastly, Packers, what do you got?
This was hard for me. This was really hard.
Winning the division or winning the Super Bowl?
Oh, they're going to win the division. They're not winning the Super Bowl. I'm going the Packers.
Okay, I was you said win it all as in.
I'm going 13-5. Wait, what? 13-4.
13-5. There's not 18 games.
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. 13-4.
Dude, I don't know. No.
All right, Joseph. What do you got? Why not? Why not?
Who is Aaron Rodgers gonna throw the ball to, dude?
Who has he thrown to the past other years before Devontae Adams? He threw him to complete idiots. Randall Cobb, Greg Jennings, complete idiots. Nobody's. He put them together and made it himself. Doesn't matter who he's throwing to.
You're gonna compare.
Listen to me, Joseph. I promise you're gonna like.
You're gonna compare Randall Cobb to Alan Lazard, pal?
Well, come on.
Greg
Alan
Jennings,
Lazard's on the
Alan
Chiefs now.
Lazard?
He's on the Chiefs now. Alan Lazard's on the Chiefs now.
I'm in Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I get those two mixed up. Marquez and wait, hold on. We keep doing this every time.
Is Marquez on the Chiefs or is Alan Lazard on the Chiefs? I'm so lost here.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up because someone got signed from that
Alan
team.
Alan Lazard is still on the Packers.
Okay, definitely 13-4.
Is on the
definitely
Chiefs.
13-4. Definitely 13-4. And I'll tell you why.
No,
listen, Joseph. Listen. Aaron Rodgers has not had a running game his whole career. He's got a good old line now, and now he's got Aaron Jones, a complete stud. Now, in my opinion, he doesn't get the ball enough. That's also my opinion too. And he's going to have a good, healthy defense. Healthy. That's the big thing. Healthy. Full players.
You're predicting a healthy defense.
But then again, though, all these predictions are if everyone's healthy. If every team is healthy, these are my predictions. Now, obviously, shit happens, injuries come, but if everybody's healthy, these are my predictions, and I think they're rock solid. Oh,
man. So
the Vikings one was my best take.
Zadarius Smith to your Minnesota Vikings, who Zadarius Smith goes to the Vikings. You still think the Packers are going to win 13 games? Which is right around where they finished last year.
If a team last year can win 13 games, why can't the team
I think Devontae Adams could single-handedly turn the Raiders from a garbage team, even though they made the playoffs, still garbage, to a good team. That loss for the Packers is going to bump them down multiple wins. I have them finishing 10-7, second place in the division, maybe making the playoffs. We're going to get there. At the end of all this, we're going to do our playoff predictions. It might be good enough, but they will not win the division. I am saying that right now. The Packers will not win the NFC North. Come at me.
Clip that. Clipped. That'll be clipped. That will be clipped and sent around.
Clip that. Clip you saying the Vikings. Clip this. The Vikings will have 6 wins before Week 10, and you will be wrong. The Vikings will finish 6-4 by Week 10.
And if I'm being honest, 6 wins was me being generous. I'm being completely honest.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I'm being completely honest. That was me being a good guy today. A good guy.
We are gonna do the AFC West last. I am so excited for that. Oh, I'm excited to do some slander. Oh, okay. Oh, he's gone again. The Florida Wi-Fi is just not the move, Evan. I think we need to call in a technician here. Give Xfinity Wireless a ring, and let them know that the Walsh household down in Florida really needs some new Wi-Fi, because whatever's going on down there is just not working out. And I haven't been able to see Evan's face the whole time. I haven't been able to hear him half the time, and he's back. And here we go.
This is a complete and utter disgrace. What's going on over here? I apologize, Joseph. I need to figure this shit out. It is a complete disgrace. Let's get this top 3 going before I get kicked out again. We're going top 3 ice cream flavors, okay? Give me your best top 3 ice cream flavors. I'll start us off. Number 3, we're going Pirates Booty, okay? You can only really get them at ice cream shops. You can only really get them at ice cream shops, but God, is it phenomenal. Oh, my God, look it up. It's so good. Number 2, we're going Superman. Superman ice cream. Again, you can only really get them at ice cream shops, ice cream parlors. But when you walk in there and you see the color of the Superman, good God, does it grab your eye. It is unfucking believable. And number 1, I'm going cookie dough ice cream. Now, I understand it's not really, you put the cookie doughs in, that's not really the ice cream. I get it. But I 100% think vanilla with some cookie dough in it is truly, truly a special ice cream. And I think a lot of people can agree with me. Joseph, let's switch it on over to you. I know this is on the spot. I know, but it's ice cream flavors. You should really know what your top 3 favorite ice cream flavors are for sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to go mint chocolate chip at 3. Mint chocolate
That's
chip's
a good pick.
classic.
That was my honorable mention. That's
it's-
a really good pick.
It's different. It's new. There's nothing really, it doesn't compare to anything. Really just doesn't compare. I'll go cookies and cream at number 2. Big cookie and cream guy,
pick.
big Oreo guy. Can't go wrong. And number 1, I'm going any sort of Moose Tracks, something, chocolate with caramel and other stuff in it and nuts in it. Anything chocolate with stuff
pick,
in it.
not a nuts
is my
guy.
number 1.
Bad pick, not a nuts guy. Bad pick, Joseph. Come on.
Well, of course you're not.
Wait,
a nuts
Moose
guy,
Tracks, you said?
You know.
Moose Tracks? That doesn't have nuts in it.
I'm not saying specifically Moose Tracks. I'm just saying I like chocolate ice cream with a little bit of texture.
Like get some
something
like
there.
caramel, maybe some
could-
like little like chocolate chips in there, maybe like a little. Okay, you know what? I agree with that actually. That makes it better. But when you threw like the macadamia nuts and like I don't know about all that.
Okay, not macadamia. That's not what I mean. You throw me on the spot here. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Put me
I
on the
know.
spot.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry for my connection, everything. I will figure it out. This is my first time doing this.
This is going
I'm
to take
sorry.
at least 3 hours to upload.
Oh, it might. Yeah, well, if we're feeling lucky. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for listening. I apologize for everything that went on with the service and everything, but thank you all for listening. We will be back next week. We're going to be doing the NFC South next week for our division predictions. Great top 3, great episodes. Joseph, you got anything for the people?
That's it. Good luck to the Florida Gators. Chomp, chomp, I guess. Peace.